What if I told you that one of the most fearless, talked about fashion influencers in the world right now isn't in her 20s? She's not walking runways in Milan as a fresh face. She's not being styled by a team of assistants for every post. She's 59 years old. She's a mother, and she's completely rewriting the rules about what style can look like after 50. Her name is Grace Ghanem, and if you haven't discovered her yet, you're about to meet someone who will change how you think about getting dressed every single morning. Because Grece doesn't dress for her age. She doesn't dress despite her age. She dresses for herself, boldly, playfully, unapologetically, and the fashion world can't look away. With over 500,000 followers hanging on her every outfit, she's proven something powerful. Style doesn't fade with time. It deepens. It becomes more you. And today, we're going to explore exactly how she does it and what her extraordinary journey can teach us about embracing our own style evolution. Stay with me. 1. The woman behind the style. Let's start with who Grece really is, because her story matters just as much as her outfits. Grece Ghanem isn't a lifelong fashionista who studied design in Paris. She's a mother from Canada who discovered her bold style voice later in life. And that timing? It's everything. Because she built her confidence slowly, authentically, through lived experience. She knows what it feels like to question yourself, to wonder if certain pieces are too much, to stand in front of a mirror and hesitate. What makes her remarkable isn't just what she wears, it's when she started wearing it. She began sharing her style on Instagram in her 50s, at a time when many women feel pressured to fade into the background. Instead, she stepped forward. She embraced color, pattern, and unexpected silhouettes. She mixed high fashion with vintage finds, and she did it all with a smile that says, "I'm having the time of my life." Her authenticity is magnetic. She's not performing youth. She's celebrating exactly where she is. 2. The signature elements you can learn from. So what exactly makes a Grace Ghanem outfit work? Let's break down her signature style elements, because understanding her approach gives you permission to experiment with your own. First, fearless color blocking. Grece doesn't shy away from putting pink with red, orange with purple, green with everything. She understands that color brings joy, energy, life, and she uses it like an artist with a palette. Second, unexpected proportions. Oversized coats with fitted pants, voluminous sleeves with streamlined skirts. She plays with scale in ways that create visual interest and flattering balance, not by hiding her body, but by celebrating shape and movement. Third, statement accessories that tell stories. Giant earrings, bold sunglasses, sculptural bags, printed scarves. She treats accessories as exclamation points, not afterthoughts. And finally, mixing eras and price points. Vintage finds dance with contemporary pieces. High street mixes with luxury. She proves that great style isn't about what you spend, it's about how you see. The confidence philosophy. Here's what Grece understands that transforms everything. Confidence isn't something you wait to feel before you try something new. Confidence is what builds when you try something new. She talks openly about her journey, how stepping outside her comfort zone, one outfit at a time, changed how she saw herself, gradually, through small acts of style, courage that accumulated into something powerful. And isn't that freeing? You don't need to wake up tomorrow feeling completely different about yourself. You just need to wear the earrings that make you smile. Try the color you've been avoiding. Pair two pieces you've never put together before. Grece shows us that style experimentation is a form of self-discovery. Every outfit is research. Every day is an opportunity to ask, what if I tried this? And when something works, when you catch yourself in a reflection and think, oh, I love this, that's when confidence deepens. Not before, during. She gives us permission to be beginners at any age. 4. Breaking the age-appropriate myth. Let's address what Grece challenges most directly. The entire concept of age-appropriate dressing. Who decided that turning 50 means neutral colors? Who wrote these invisible rules that tell us to shrink our style as we grow in wisdom? Grece's entire presence asks these questions, not with anger, but with joyful rebellion. She wears mini skirts and boots. She rocks leather and denim. She embraces trends without chasing them desperately. She picks what resonates and leaves the rest. And the result? She looks contemporary, relevant, and completely herself. Here's the truth she embodies. Age-appropriate is just another way of saying invisible. It's permission to disappear, to stop being seen, to stop taking up space, and Grece refuses, not aggressively, gracefully. She simply shows up as herself, fully expressed, and lets the world adjust. What matters isn't whether something is appropriate for your age. What matters is whether it's appropriate for you, your personality, your life, your joy. 5. The practical pieces she reaches for. Now let's get practical. Because while Greece's style feels elevated and editorial, many of her go-to pieces are surprisingly accessible. She loves a great coat, oversized, colorful, statement-making. Coats transform everything underneath and make even simple outfits feel intentional. She invests here, choosing bold colors or interesting textures that become outfit anchors. Wide-leg trousers appear constantly in her feed. They're elegant, comfortable, and incredibly versatile. She styles them with everything from fitted turtlenecks to voluminous blouses, proving their range. Layering pieces, turtlenecks, thin knits, silk shirts form her foundation. They allow her to play with proportion and texture while staying comfortable. And shoes, she embraces variety. Statement boots, classic pumps, comfortable flats, bold sneakers. She chooses based on the outfit's energy, not rigid rules about what works. The lesson here is beautiful. You don't need an entirely new wardrobe to dress like Grace. You need a few strong pieces and the willingness to style them boldly. 6. The ripple effect of her influence. Grace's impact extends far beyond her own Instagram grid. She's created a ripple effect that's changing how brands, media, and women themselves view style after 50. Fashion brands are taking notice. They're featuring older models, creating campaigns that celebrate women at every age, expanding their size ranges. While there's still work to do, voices like Grace's create pressure for positive change. She proves there's an enthusiastic, style-conscious audience that's been underserved for too long. But perhaps more importantly, she's inspired thousands of women to reclaim their own style narrative. Her comment section overflows with gratitude. Women saying, "You've given me courage. I wore color today because of you. I stopped worrying about what others think." That's the real revolution. Not just one woman dressing boldly, but that woman's visibility giving permission to thousands of others. Style courage is contagious. When you see someone embracing themselves fully, it reminds you that you can too. Grece is lighting fires everywhere she goes. 7. Your invitation to style freedom. So where does this leave you? Right now, wherever you are in your style journey, here's what Grace's example offers. An invitation, not to dress exactly like her. That's missing the point. But to find your version of style freedom, your colors, your proportions, your way of moving through the world feeling like yourself. Maybe that starts small. One scarf you've been too nervous to wear. Earrings that feel slightly bolder than usual. A color combination you love but have talked yourself out of. Start there. See how it feels. Notice what happens when you dress for your own joy rather than someone else's approval. Remember, Grece didn't become a style icon overnight. She became one outfit at a time, one small, brave choice at a time. And you can too. Because style isn't about age, body type, or budget. It's about curiosity, playfulness, the willingness to try. You have decades of life ahead of you. Decades of mornings when you'll stand in front of your closet and choose. Why not make those choices celebrations? Why not dress like someone who's excited about her life? Because you are. And you deserve a wardrobe that reflects that. Grace Ghanem shows us it's never too late to bloom, to be bold, to be more yourself, not less. And that, my friend, is the most stylish thing of all.